What's up, everybody? I'm here with All Bay Cannabis in the house at Berners on Haight Owner Shawn Richard. Y'all come check us out.
How you doing today, Shawn?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this, man. I appreciate you, man. It's an honor, man. Anytime somebody wants to interview me and talk to me, I always salute and thank you. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. So, Shawn Richards, first of all, just to let the viewers know, let them know where you're from and kind of what got you to the point where we're standing in Berners on Haight.
Well, I'm from San Francisco, California, born and raised. Grew up over in the Fillmore area, but I don't claim the Fillmore. I don't claim no set. I claim San Francisco, and I claim the entire Bay Area. So that's my roots in this realm, where I've been and where I come from. 53 years, man. 53 years.
Big. So, I know a bit about your story. I know that you've had your ups and downs. Before we talk about your ups, let's talk about some of your downs. Like I know definitely you came from some hardships coming out of San Francisco. Just tell us about some of your hardships that kind of helped you get to where you are right now.
Well, some of the hardships, man, growing up in San Francisco, everybody think that, this is San Francisco, it's a place to where people, have good times, but it's also it's a hard place to live, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like any other place. You know what I'm saying? So, we look at it as San Francisco as being an area to where we deal with a lot of violence, we deal with a lot of drug use, a lot of drug selling, a lot of drug dealing, you know what I'm saying? We got gangsters in the city, you know what I'm saying? We got thugs in the city, we got good people in the city, you know what I'm saying? We got hard-working family people in the city, so it's just like any other city, you know what I'm saying? It has its up and down. I grew up in a middle-class family, my mother was a school teacher, my father was, a city employee with the community, so we've been through our ups and downs, but I had a good growing up. But I chose to live a different life, you know what I'm saying, and get out there and seek my own, style of living, and from there, I just kind of branched off into the streets and was connected in the streets, always been connected in the streets, and made a name for myself. But it all started off with me growing up, you know what I'm saying, up in Haight Street, you know what I'm saying, where I grew up at the Boys Club. Not the Boys and Girls Club, it's the Boys Club first. It was a Boys Club first, and then it turned into the Boys and Girls Club. But right here up on Haight Street, where I was up here every day, and then as you get older, you start getting rebellious, you start seeking out other things you want to try to, get involved in, and illegal activities, and one thing led from another, and I got caught up in the streets. I played basketball, I played football, I played baseball, I ran track. I did all the normal stuff that any other kid, could do. Got a full scholarship to go play ball at, Fresno State University, lost that, wind up joining the Omega Boys Club, sent me to Clark University for a year, came home. So, I had my struggles, man, I had my ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I always stayed true and grounded to where I came from, you know what I'm saying? And as people always say, I grew here, I done flew here.
So, as a man that wears many hats, entrepreneur, philanthropist, cannabis magnate, community, really just like the guy next door, right? What do you think was your first breakthrough that got you to the point to where you're wearing so many hats so well?
Well, let me just say this, one, I've always been a businessman, you know what I'm saying, my whole entire life. I worked for myself. I had a record company, a production company, I threw concerts, with local rappers and R&B singers. I had a clothing store / record store, I had a barbershop. So I always worked for myself. But to this point, to where I'm at right now, I can't take any credit for this, man, because I got to give a big shout out to the San Francisco Equity Group, Kim Mitchell and Rudy Corpus, who really put this whole thing together and decided to make me the first person out of the Equity Group, be on the front lines to be awarded a equity license, you know, and so I have a whole team behind me, man. You know, what you see Shawn, man, you know, but don't think it's just all Shawn, because it ain't all Shawn, you know what I'm saying? I got other people that don't work here, that works behind the scenes, you know, I got Shelly Tatum, you know, Susie Jones, Joe Reese, John Nauer, as I mentioned, Kim Mitchell, Rudy Corpus, Omar Falero, Sabian. You know, I got a bunch of people, man. I can go on, and I probably miss Bo, Cindy. You know, I can go on and on, man. You know, all the folks that's behind me and that pushed me and motivated me, kept me up, kept me going. You know what I'm saying? Stayed on top of, you know, what I really truly believed in and what they really truly believed in to make this actually happen, you know. And so, I mean, it's just, you know, it's an accomplishment, man, that I'm proud of, you know. But I can't take all the credit, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to give praises and the flowers to the folks that helped me along the way. I know my mother, my father, my brothers, my grandmothers, you know what I'm saying, my aunties, you know, my uncles, my cousins, you know, friends, close family members, you know what I'm saying, my lady, you know, I got to give props to them, man, you know what I'm saying, my kids especially, you know what I'm saying, because they the ones that motivated me the most, you know what I'm saying, last but not least is my kids and my grandkids. So, you know, I'm real proud of that, man, you know. So those are the folks that I'm mentioning to you guys that came along the way, that pushed me, motivated me, you know what I'm saying, helped me get to where I'm at to this day. So I can't take the credit for that, man.
So you mentioned Rudy Corpus a couple times, which I know is the founder of United Players, and I also know that you are heading your own nonprofit called Brothers with Guns.
Brothers Against Guns.
Brothers Against Guns. Did Rudy play any part in you kind of taking on your philanthropy role, or was that something you kind of did on your own and you met him along the way?
No, me and Rudy grew up together. So let me tell you a funny story, man, about Rudy, man. And then I'm gonna get to how Brothers Against Guns started. Me and Rudy grew up together. We didn't like each other. We was actually finna have a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like really get down with each other. And somehow we had mutual friends that brought us together that squashed it. So that's how me and Rudy been knowing each other. Me and Rudy been knowing each other 40 plus years, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just like I've been knowing Kim Mitchell 40 plus years. So we got history, man, you know what I'm saying? But I started Brothers Against Guns, and Rudy actually played a part in, you know, Brothers Against Guns, you know what I'm saying, seeing what I was doing, and I played a part in United Players, seeing what he was doing, and we always collabed and make things happen amongst both organizations. The Brothers Against Guns started back in 1995, Easter Sunday of 1995. You know, my little brother was shot and killed. And 4 years later, my second little brother was shot and killed. So in 95, I started the organization, Brothers Against Guns, and been pushing ever since. You know, working with the youngsters in the community, you know, working with young ladies in the community, you know what I'm saying, trying to help them get rid of that stinking thinking, you know what I'm saying, put that positive living into them. So we always motivated each other, but more importantly, you know what I'm saying, my goal was, you know what I'm saying, to do something in my brother's memory, to make sure that, you know, I keep his name alive, you know what I'm saying? And so both of them, may they rest in peace. This past Easter made 26 years that he's been gone, you know what I'm saying? And 22 years for my second brother that's been gone, and up in October, this February that just passed. So, you know, I mean, that's always gonna be in me, man. That ain't never going nowhere. Brothers Against Guns is in me for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna ever stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I have 20 stores, 100 stores. Brothers Against Guns is always gonna be the foundation that got me all this. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, 26 years, man, doing Brothers Against Guns, working in the city of San Francisco, working with the governor, you know, working with the vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris, who's a good friend of mine, Gavin Newsom, who's a good friend of mine. The mayor is my little sister, you know what I'm saying? You know, the board president, Supervisor Shamal Walden is my little brother. So I got allies and that I've been working with over the last 26 years that developed me to where I'm at right now.
Gary's about to get a ticket.
Go tell him.
Okay. So you got to be the first black equity-owned cannabis storefront out of San Francisco. And how has it been heading Berners on Haight, San Francisco?
Man, you know, let me just say this, man. Being the first African-American equity-owned dispensary, first black equity-owned, let me go back and say it the right way.
Correct.
The first black equity-owned dispensary in San Francisco. It's an excitement, man. It's heartfelt. It's a thrill. You know what I'm saying? It's overwhelming. You know, it's a beautiful thing that, you know, that people along the way, myself and other folks, have helped me accomplish this goal. You know, did I ever think that I'll be doing this? No, I didn't, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I sold illegal weed back in the days, along with other illegal drugs back in the days. But you know, I never thought that I'd be, you know what I'm saying, selling, you know, legal weed. And then the Wire magazine, you know what I'm saying, gave me the title as the, you know what I'm saying, the legal king of weed. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't give myself that name, y'all. So don't shoot the messenger, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving out what they called me. So you know, I mean, it's an honor, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm overwhelmed. I'm thrilled about it. I got a wonderful staff, man, from my GM all the way to my bud tenders. You know, excellent. You know, support me in all the movements that we're doing, and my goal is to support them. You know, and I guess we'll talk about it in a few minutes.
So yeah, actually, I was gonna actually venture into that question next. Was like, what I enjoy about this cookie store, among other cookie stores, is that it's got a family value system that's felt by the consumer. Can you talk about how you have helped some of your own family members develop their own cannabis companies within the cookie enterprise?
Well, let me roll back for a minute. So you mentioned about the family values. So every business that I ever had, and my daughter is here, she can tell you, she can contest to it, is that I make sure this is a family environment. Because when you build family, you build structure, you build trust, and you build accountability, and you build liability. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by all that is that when you treat everybody family, there's no need for anybody to steal, kill, or rob, or whatever, because you're working together as a common goal. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you what's going on. So this is what I have right now. This is the presidential that I put out. I put the GMO out on the day of the election. And that was the first strain. Well, actually, let me take that back. The Money Tree was the first strain that I put out. You know what I'm saying? The very first strain, which is some light dab. It's for the older generation, those that don't smoke a lot of heavy, you know, with the high THC. So I put this out first. And then I put out the GMO, presidential GMO. Is that the GMO? No, I'm blind, y'all, so, you know, I need no, that's the gelato. Let me go back. This is the GMO, you know what I'm saying? It's the same label, but different tags on there. This is the GMO, tested at 32.5. This is for the real smokers, you know what I'm saying? And my staff actually came to me and said, Shawn, you can't do no light dab. You gotta do some fire, you gotta do some power. Because when you put your face on here and your name on here, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be like, hey man, that's garbage, and they won't come back. So I put the GMO out, that hit hard. Then I came back with the gelato, which tested at 37.5. Same label, but different strain. It's the gelato. So I put that out. So the gelato came, and so then I grabbed my daughter, which is the Classy Clouds. So the Classy Clouds came out, and it basically, it was my smalls of my gelato. And so what I did was I put together 2 1-gram pre-rolls of the gelato, and what that comes with is 2 1-gram pre-rolls, a blunt ring, and then you have a sticker that comes with this. And this bag is actually a sticker as well, you know what I'm saying, which is the Classy Cloud. My nephew, he has the Money Making Exotics. He got both strains. He's part of the Jokes Up crew. He got the what is this? The cookies and sherbet. So he got both of these out right now. You know what I'm saying? That's going good. Then my other staff members, which is Kevin Loke, which is, if you get a good shot of this right here, that's Tone Loke right there off the couch. You know what I'm saying? He works here. but he also, Tone is the ambassador for the store, along with the ambassador for cookies. You know what I'm saying? So he has his strain out off the couch. And then along with, their Fresca brand, which is the Sangrita, they got the Happy Ending, they got a bunch of other strains out that they don't have up here right now because they're out of stock. But not only that, man, it's not just so much about me. It's about teaching my staff how to brand themselves. So I got all my staff, my whole entire staff that I have working here is gonna have their own strain. If you get a kind of like a glance of this board right here in the back, you know what I'm saying, you will see, when the different menus come up right here. And by the way, this is my daughter, y'all. Hi. It's my middle child. She's one of the lead bartender manager here. So if you guys like when this billboard changes up, you'll see the different staff members that's up there on there that we're promoting, you know what I'm saying, for their next strain that we got coming out, and just an overall, environment, man. But I gotta give a big shout out, you know what I'm saying, so you guys know, to the Cookies family, you know what I'm saying, who've been supporting me from day one. Big shout out to Berners, and I'll tell you about that story with me and Berners on the next question that you asked me. We'll go into that. But at the same time, we got. I want you guys to really see what we got going on, man, with this whole screen here. Once this thing changes up, you will see how we're moving. We got the Bobby Hill, which is one of my managers. That's Kevo. He got his own strain out. We got Off the Couch, Fresca, you know what I'm saying, who's part of the Bobby Hill and Fresca. We got Dad and Dad, who's one of my lead bartenders. Got the award for lead bartenders, one of my managers. The Presidential, which is my strain, of all, both of them. We got the Classy Cloud, so we promote everybody here, man. We just haven't put the rest of the staff up there yet, but, Money Making Exotics, we got that up there. So we're trying to take it to a whole nother level, man. And for those that don't know, I got my GM, he's like really, I don't know if y'all know, his name is Jesse, but he's like major knowledgeable in this game that's been around for years. And actually, you know what I'm saying, he used to work with Berners, you know what I'm saying, and him and Berners collab on some stuff, and now he's my general manager for me at the store. So, this is just kind of like some of the highlights that we got going on. As you can see, we got different product up on the shelves, that we all our third-party flowers, and some of this is some of our third-party flowers along with our equity flowers as well. So we mixed it all together. So this is like equity and regular third-party flowers. So we just trying to promote, man. That's it, man. We just trying to build something tremendously, man. I know I've been rambling on, so
Yeah, no doubt. So I think one thing's for sure, we got a big interview coming beyond this one for your cover. I want to save some of the juices.
Okay.
So what I do want to go into though is that you don't just own a Berners on Haight. You also have what are other cannabis ventures that you have going on outside of the Berners on Haight establishment?
So I just brought my second store. I'm not gonna go into it too deep because, as you mentioned, we got the cover coming next month. But I just bought my second store. I'm real proud of that. I got a cultivation facility just got built out. I have a distro manufacturing, and also too, next door to the new store, we're gonna have a clothing line, with all the different brands that's out in the weed business. We're gonna sell all their stuff. We're not just gonna sell my stuff, but we're gonna sell the cookies. We're gonna sell the head stash. We're gonna sell the Higher Purpose. We're gonna sell the Money Making Exotics, the Classy Clouds, the Fresca brand, all their clothing lines. So we're gonna sell everything, man. So I got a bunch of different things. I don't want to tell y'all just yet. We'll save it for the next one. But I got a bunch of different things lined up that we're gonna take to a whole nother level, man.